You're 71, you bend to tie your shoes, and your legs feel shaky. You reach for the cupboard, and your arms feel slower than last year. You're eating well. You're doing your walks, but something's not right. Then, during a checkup, the doctor says, "You're losing muscle faster than normal." You blink. "But I'm not even sick." He smiles gently. "It's not illness. It's what you're eating. Every day." Welcome to Speech Balloon Longevity Talks Herb. Today, we're uncovering something most people never hear from a doctor. Certain foods, even common ones, can quietly weaken your muscles after 60. And no, it's not just about protein. It's about what you're eating too much of, what your muscles aren't getting enough of, and what your body can no longer process the same way it used to. The truth? Muscle loss doesn't always come from inactivity. Sometimes, it comes from your plate. In this video, you'll learn the 5 most surprising food habits that speed up muscle breakdown, how these foods affect energy, balance, and strength. Real stories from seniors who made one small change and felt stronger within weeks. And what to eat instead. No dieting, no gimmicks. Stick around, because number 4 is a so-called health food that most people never question. Your muscles are listening. Let's give them what they really need. Processed carbohydrates, white bread, pasta, sugar. You're making toast, or boiling pasta, or adding a cookie to your afternoon tea. You tell yourself, just a little, I've earned it. But here's the quiet reality. These simple processed carbs aren't just empty calories. They actively break down muscle tissue after 60. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, "I didn't know white bread could raise insulin that much. I thought I just needed more protein. Turns out I needed less sugar." Speech Balloon Story, Harold's Sandwich Habit. Harold, 73, had a routine. White toast with jam in the morning, a sandwich on white bread for lunch, some crackers before bed. He was eating, but still losing strength. His legs felt weak. He struggled to carry groceries. His doctor asked, "What kind of carbs do you eat every day?" When Harold listed them, the doctor explained, "White carbs, right pointing arrow. Spike insulin, right pointing arrow. Trigger inflammation, right pointing arrow. Promote muscle protein breakdown over time." Harold switched to whole grains, added lentils and nuts, and within weeks he noticed less bloating, more steady energy, easier movement. Test tube. Why this happens. Processed carbs spike blood sugar and insulin, cause inflammation in muscles, don't provide key nutrients for repair, promote fat gain over lean mass. After 60, the body becomes more insulin resistant, meaning carbs hit harder, faster, and deeper. And when the body can't access proper fuel, it begins breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Wrench what you can do. Replace white bread with whole grain or sprouted. Cut down on pasta or switch to lentil/chickpea pasta. Limit sweet snacks to fruits, nuts, or dark chocolate. Eat carbs with fiber and protein, never alone. Watch portion sizes. A little is okay, but not daily, and not mindless. You're not giving up comfort. You're protecting your strength. Compass, the deeper truth. Comfort food shouldn't come at the cost of your balance, of your legs, of your independence, because every bite is a message to your body. Break down or build up. Let's choose wisely. Fruit juices and sugary drinks. It sounds healthy. Orange juice with breakfast. A splash of cranberry for the kidneys. An iced tea on a warm day. But for seniors, these drinks aren't refreshing. They're draining your strength. Because what most don't realize is this. Liquid sugar hits harder and faster than anything else, especially after 60. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, "I gave up soda years ago, but I thought orange juice was still okay. No one told me it had just as much sugar." Speech Balloon Story, Eileen's Morning Juice. Eileen, 69, started each day with a tall glass of orange juice. She thought it gave her vitamin C and a bit of energy, but by 11 a.m., she was tired. By 2 p.m., she needed a nap, and her legs started feeling soft and slow. At a nutrition workshop, She learned the truth. 1 glass of juice equals 6 oranges worth of sugar. No fiber. Blood sugar spike, followed by a crash. She cut juice completely and switched to water with lemon, plus a whole fruit. 2 weeks later, she said, "I didn't know juice was the reason I felt weak. Now I don't need naps." Test tube. Why this happens. Sugary drinks, juice, soda, sweetened tea. Flood the blood with fructose plus glucose. Cause rapid insulin spikes. Don't activate satiety, so you overconsume. Trigger fat storage and muscle breakdown. Feed inflammation, which damages muscle recovery. Juice without fiber acts like liquid candy, especially dangerous in aging bodies with reduced metabolic flexibility. Wrench what you can do. Skip bottled fruit juice. Eat the fruit instead. Drink water with lemon, mint, or cucumber. Try unsweetened iced tea, herbal or green. If you must have juice, dilute 1:1 with water, drink slowly, and pair with protein. Don't trust 100% juice labels. Even they can cause blood sugar crashes. It's not about guilt. It's about fueling what you want to keep strong. Compass the deeper truth. Your body hears everything you drink, and it responds not with judgment, but with energy or exhaustion. Choose the drink that builds your muscles, not one that breaks them down. Low-protein diets. You eat toast for breakfast, soup and crackers for lunch, a light dinner, maybe mashed potatoes, maybe rice. You think, "I'm not very active, so I don't need much." But your body, your muscles, are sending a different message. Where's the fuel to stay strong? Because after 60, not eating enough protein quietly tells your muscles, shrink, soften, fade. Speech balloon real comment says, "I thought protein was only for bodybuilders. I had no idea I needed it more now than when I was 40. Speech balloon story. Agnes and the light meal routine. Agnes, 75, prided herself on her light, clean meals, but she began to notice difficulty standing up from chairs, weaker grip strength, slow healing from bruises. Her son, a physical therapist, asked what she ate. She replied, mostly toast, tea, a little soup, yogurt. He smiled gently and said, "You're starving your muscles, Mom." They added, eggs in the morning, lentils or chicken at lunch, Greek yogurt with nuts at night. Within 3 weeks, her strength improved, and her confidence did too. Test tube why this happens. After 60, muscles become more resistant to growth signals. Protein digestion slows. Your body needs more protein to maintain the same mass. Most seniors eat below the minimum daily need. This leads to sarcopenia, muscle loss, poor balance, higher fall risk, slower healing, low energy and metabolism. Wrench what you can do. Aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Include eggs, fish, legumes, poultry, tofu, nuts. Eat protein evenly throughout the day, not just at dinner. Add high-protein snacks, boiled eggs, hummus, Greek yogurt. Consider protein powder or shakes if chewing or appetite is an issue. You don't need steak every day, but you do need strong building blocks. Compass the deeper truth. Muscles don't ask for much, just consistency, care, and fuel. And after 60, the best way to feel younger isn't to move more, it's to eat what makes movement possible. Caffeinated drinks replacing real food. You skip breakfast, but you have coffee. You're not hungry at noon, so you sip black tea. Later, you're a little shaky, so you grab a sugary latte. You think, it gives me a boost. But here's the truth. Caffeine without real food tricks the body and robs your muscles. It gives you short bursts of energy, but no substance to support your strength. Speech balloon real comment says, I didn't notice how little I was eating because coffee kept me going, but my muscles kept getting weaker. Speech balloon story. Linda's liquid mornings. Linda, 72, never had much appetite. She'd start her day with 2 cups of coffee and a splash of milk. Then, maybe tea around lunch. Real food. Not until late afternoon. She thought she was doing okay, but her arms lost tone. She started losing weight. Her doctor saw early signs of muscle atrophy. The advice? Use caffeine to enjoy your day, but don't let it replace your meals. They added a small protein breakfast, like eggs and avocado toast, and limited her caffeine to morning only. Within 2 weeks, her energy lasted longer, and so did her strength. Test tube. Why this happens. Caffeine suppresses appetite, increases cortisol, stress hormone, speeds up metabolism temporarily, dehydrates when not balanced with water, creates a cycle of energy highs and crashes. Without real food, muscles don't get amino acids. Your body breaks down tissue to get energy. Over time, less lean mass, more fatigue. Wrench what you can do. Limit caffeine to 1 to 2 cups per day. Always pair caffeine with food, not as a meal substitute. Choose herbal tea or warm lemon water for afternoon comfort. Eat a real breakfast. Protein, healthy fat, and fiber. Stay hydrated with water between meals. You don't have to give up coffee. You just need to give your body something to build with. Compass the deeper truth. Caffeine feels like energy, but your muscles know the difference. You're not fine on coffee alone. You're coping, and you deserve to thrive. Not just stay awake. Low-calorie or diet foods that starve your muscles. You pick the low-fat yogurt. You grab the light frozen dinner. You skip the oil and use fat-free salad dressing. It sounds healthy, but over time you notice you feel weak. Your muscles look smaller. You feel hungry even after eating. The truth? Diet foods often remove the very nutrients your muscles need to survive. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I was proud of my clean eating until my doctor said I was losing too much lean mass. Speech Balloon Story, Donna's Light Plate Life. Donna, 76, followed every rule she read online. No fats, low-calorie everything, guilt-free snacks, but she started feeling cold all the time. Her arms lost tone, and she couldn't lift grocery bags without help. Her dietitian said, You're not eating bad food. You're just not eating enough real food. They added olive oil, avocados, full-fat yogurt, real cheese. Within a month, Donna said, I feel nourished for the first time in years. Test tube. Why this happens. Low-calorie and fat-free foods are often low in protein, lack healthy fats needed for hormones and absorption, are heavily processed and inflammatory, don't support muscle maintenance. Your body starts to eat itself, not to get thinner, but to survive the lack of fuel. Wrench what you can do. Avoid foods labeled diet, light, low fat if they replace whole meals. Eat complete meals, protein, fat, fiber. Choose real over reduced, butter instead of margarine, yogurt instead of pudding. Understand, fat is fuel for hormones, joints, and muscle building. Focus on nutrient density, not just calorie count. You're not here to shrink. You're here to live fully, with strength. Conclusion. Here are the 5 foods and habits that quietly weaken your muscles after 60. Processed carbs, white bread, pasta, sugar, fruit juices, and sugary drinks. Low-protein diets, caffeine instead of real food, low-calorie diet products. None of these mistakes mean you failed. They simply mean you've been misled by marketing, old advice, or habit. But the good news? It's not too late to turn it around. Speech Balloon. Subscribe to Longevity Talks Herb for more real-life nutrition wisdom after 60. And in the comments, let us know, which of these 5 surprised you the most? Even just typing #2 inches or #4 inches could help someone else pause and rethink. You don't need more food. You need better food. and the strength it brings. Your future depends on what you feed it today.